and welcome to my channel. My name's Kristen and this is a faith-filled journey. As I said before, my name is Kristen and I'm so glad that you have found my channel. Just a little bit about me. I'm 18 years old and I graduated school last year, and I am currently about 3/4 of the way through what I like to call an intentional gap year. You might be wondering, why have you started a YouTube channel? What even is an intentional gap year? What are you doing with your life? I'm going to answer those 3 questions today so that you can learn a little bit more about me, why this channel. This year during my intentional gap year, I really just felt that God was calling me to share what He was doing in my life. Calling me to share all of the goodness that He's bringing me, even though I have absolutely no idea what I want to do with my life. God has a really specific plan and purpose for your life, and I really just hope that through my documentation of my journey that I can encourage you to be hopeful for the future and look forward to the future, even if you have no idea what you want to do yet. So I've summed up my channel into 3 simple aims. The first one is to share my life and my love for Jesus. The second is to document my journey of self-discovery. And the third one is to empower you to chase God's calling. You'll find out more about my channel a little bit later, but the second question I wanted to answer is, what even is an intentional gap year? As I said before, I graduated school last year, and upon graduating, there were lots of things that I loved doing and I liked doing a lot of things, but nothing really stood out to me as something I could potentially see myself doing as a career. So here in Australia, when you come to the end of year 12, I did the OP system, so it's really crazy and confusing, everybody's different, but I pretty much did this testing and I was going to apply for some uni courses. So the one that I wanted to apply for was a double bachelor in business and creative arts. So I wanted to do something with business and something to do with my hobby dancing, which I've done since I was like 3 years old. So I wanted to do something in that area. I went to apply and found out that they no longer offer those courses together. They offer them separately, but not together. So that to me was just a really clear indication that uni is not for me yet. I didn't want to do either of them by themselves because I feel like I needed both. So I just decided not to apply for uni, which is super crazy and super out of the ordinary, but that's just what I decided to do. So that's why I decided to take a gap year. But I didn't just want to do any gap year. I didn't want to be bumming around, doing nothing. I wanted to be intentional with this year. And I think everybody, if you've left school, you would understand. There's these few months of you just feel so lost and so weird because you don't have a schedule anymore, you don't have to be anywhere. So I had to create that routine in my life, and for a few months I felt really, really discouraged and disappointed, and I just felt like I was wasting time. So I decided to really just pray about it. I just prayed about it because I was almost just upset. I was just like so confused about what I was going to do with my life. So I prayed about it, and after a few weeks I really just felt that God was speaking to me that He didn't want this time to be a wasted time, and He didn't see this time as being wasteful either. Even though I thought it was, He definitely didn't, and He wanted to grow me this year in all areas of my life, in my faith, in my leadership, in my passions that I've been doing. He wanted to grow me in all of those areas. So I set out to do just that. So I have quite a few jobs. I work in cafes, I dance teach in a couple of places, I'm the youth leader at my church, and I've also been growing this year in my worship leading skills as well. So I've sung for quite a little while, and this year I have a mentor now. She's amazing. Thank you, Beck, for being so amazing. But I've been growing to be a worship leader as well. So I'm doing so many different things that are all growing me in my leadership skills, which I think is really going to prepare me for the years to come. But the biggest growth this year by far has been the growth in my faith. So I have been a Christian all of my life. I grew up in a Christian family, which is absolutely amazing, and it's honestly the biggest blessing. But I think this year I really just took it into my own hands, and I knew, and I just really felt that I wanted to get closer to God. I wanted to read His Word. I wanted to be able to understand it. I wanted to have a close relationship with Him, because I know that He has a plan and purpose for me. And how would I know that if I'm not in tune with His Spirit? And how would I know what He wants me to do if I'm not talking with Him daily and reading His Word and seeking what He wants me to do? So I've always read the Bible and I've always prayed, but I really just wanted to do it more deeper. I wanted to have a deeper understanding of what I was actually reading. So I really would like to thank, I don't think they'll even ever see this video, but I really would like to thank Celeste Mann. This is her YouTube channel up on the screen. And I also really wanted to thank Taylor and Ashley from Coffee and Bible Time. They are the two channels that have absolutely transformed the way that I study the Bible and really deeply understand the Word. So I literally binge watched all of their videos that related to studying the Bible and how to study the Bible. And it was a journey. You know, studying the Word looks different for so many people, so I had to find what worked for me. And that's part of this channel. I really want to share how I study the Bible, and I really want to encourage you to do the same. Find your way of studying the Bible. I loved their Bible study videos so much, and they were so helpful for me, and I really just felt called to do the same. I really would just love to share the goodness that God is doing in my life and the goodness that you can find in His Word. If you would like to follow my journey and do life with me, subscribe down below, and please turn on that notification bell so that when I bring out these new videos, you can see them straight away. That's a little bit about me, and you might be asking, what's next? You've been doing this in Intentional Gap Year. What are you going to do after this year? Well, I am so excited that God has led me to YWAM. Dun, dun, dun. So, starting in January 2020, I will be going to YWAM in Perth, Australia, and doing a performing arts discipleship training school. So that's also what I'm going to be filming for my channel, is the journey, where I came from, how I decided YWAM, what it's all about, why I picked it, and leading all the way up till I go on January 10th. And I would really love to film throughout YWAM as well, show you what it's like to be a YWAM student, because I feel like there's videos out there but not a whole lot, and so I really would love to share the journey of YWAM with you when I go overseas on mission and all of the things that I learn while I'm there. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this video, and I really just hope you subscribe and that you follow along my journey. I think it's going to be so much fun. So to finish today, I really just want to leave you with a Bible verse to think about. Hebrews 11 verse 1. It says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." That just perfectly sums up my year. It has been a journey, but I can say that is why I have called this channel a faith-filled journey, because I want to share with you, journeys are not perfect. That's why they're called journeys. That's a key word here. It has highs and lows. You know, we go through the valleys and we go up high in the mountains and we have those mountaintop experiences. But I really just want to take you along with my journey. I really want to share with you and empower you to live a faith-filled life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!